Hello my friends in grade 9 choueifat school. In this video I'm gonna solve math quiz for week 5 AMS grade 9. So let's start solving first question. Part A, fill in the blanks with the correct numbers. So here you are given P of 3. We want to find P of 3. So we have to plug 3 in the original equation. So P of 3 is equal to 3 plus 2 squared plus 4. 3 plus 2, 5 squared is 25 plus 4 is 29. So here you have to write 29. P of negative 3 now. P of negative 3, it will be negative 3 plus 2 squared, which is 1, plus 4, which is 5. Part B, select the correct option from the drop-down menu to make the statement true. Based on the answers in part A, so let's see the options here. P is an even, not even, or an odd function. So here, because we got different answers for here and here, we say it's not a function. So here you have to choose not a function, not even. If the answers for P of 3 and P of minus 3 are the same, it's even. If not, it's not even. Question number 2. I'll still have another part. Okay. Question number 2. Consider the function g defined by the rule g of x 3 times x cubed minus 2. Fill in the blanks with the correct number. G of 1, g of minus 1. So let's calculate these and see. First of all, g of 1 means 3 times 1 cube minus 2. And this would be minus 3. Then g of minus 1 would be 3 times negative 1 cubic minus 2. And that will be 3 times minus 3, which is minus 9. So here you have negative 3. First answer negative 3. Second answer negative 9. Because these are different, this function is not even and it's not an odd. So here it's not an odd, it's not an even. Number 3. Here we have to calculate the arc measure, which is x. First step, we can say this angle is 90 degrees because it's angle opposite to diameter of circle, or it's angle in semicircle. Angle opposite to half the circle. And then if you add 28 plus 90, subtract from 180, you can get W here, 62. And then you multiply 62 by 2 to get the arc length, the arc measure. So the arc measure, x, is equal to 62 times 2, 124. That's the answer. What's the rule here? The angle at circumference is equal to half the arc. So angle at circumference equal half of the arc opposite to it. That's the rule you have to use in order to solve this question. Number 4 now. Here we have to find the measure of arc y. So clearly this angle is 74 because angle at circumference equal angle at tangent if they share same arc. And since the triangle is isosceles triangle, so here also 74. Now you add 74 plus 74, you get 148. Now you do 180 minus 148. 180 minus 148, you get 32. So here 32. This angle is 32. And the arc opposite to the angle is twice. So y is equal to 32 times 2, which is 64. Next question, number 5 now. Fill in the blank with a correct number. Okay, we want to find x. Let's see what you have to do. This angle here is 110. And this angle is 25. Sum of angles in triangle is 180, so you can add them. You get 180 minus 110 minus 25. So 180 minus 135, and this will be 45. So this is here 45. The arc is twice it, as we said. X equal 45 times 2, which is 90 degrees. Question number 6 now. In the figure below, A is the tangent to the circle. Also, we want to find measure of angle X. This is directly 74 because angle at circumference, inscribed angle, is equal to angle at tangent. These angles are the same because they share same arc. Number 7. To find X here, we see an isosceles triangle. 180 minus 50. 180 minus 50 equal 130. Now 130 divided by 2, you get 65 here and 65 here. So X equals 65. This is angle inscribed or angle at circumference and angle at tangent sharing same arc. They are equal. Number 8 now. Here you have to find the measure of angle BAC. Measure of angle BAC. BAC means this angle here. First step, this angle is inscribed angle 56. This at circumference and this is at circumference. They share same arc. They are equal. And then this angle is 90 degrees. Then you can say this is 90 degrees because it's angle opposite to diameter here. That's the diameter of the circle. Any angle opposite to diameter of circle is 90 degrees. Then you can calculate angle A, the requirement here, by adding 90 plus 56, subtract from 180. And that will be 36. So this angle is 36. Question number 9. So here we have to find angle ADB. Angle ADB, which means here, can be found by the following. First step, this angle C is half 104, so 52. So here 52, 104 divided by 2 because angle at center is twice angle at circumference. And then you can say these two angles are opposite angles in cyclic quadrilateral. So they add up to 180 degrees, which means here 128. We did 180 minus 52 because opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral are supplementary. Now next question, number 10. Given a function defined by this equation with the domain and final set are both being R, which of the following statements is true about the range of G? Now to find the range of G, you have to graph the function. The best method is to graph the function. So this is a quadratic function. Look at the parent function. That's the parent function. Because here you have minus 5, you take the parent function 5 units to the right and then 4 units down. 5 right and 4 down. So that's the vertex here. So that's the function. Now the range is the y values, the y-axis. You can notice easily that the range is y greater or equal -4. It opens up because here the sign is positive. So parabola opening up because the sign in front of the 2 is positive. The range of the function y greater or equal -4, the range is the y values. So that's the option you have to choose. Let's see. It is the set of all real numbers greater than or equal 4. This option is correct. It is the same as the domain. No. It is the set of all real numbers. No. It is the set of all real numbers greater or equal 5. No. It does not include all numbers less than -4 from the final set. So G is onto. Okay. So also this is correct. Number 11. The function u is defined as this. Then which of the following defines the maximal interval df over which f is 1 to 1? To be 1 to 1 function, the function must pass horizontal line test. If it cuts it once, we draw a horizontal line. If it cuts it once, it is 1 to 1 function. So first of all, let's graph the function. The parent function, as we said here, it goes 2 units to the left, and then -8 units down, so here. Then you graph it this way. That's the function. Now, to be 1 to 1, it should pass horizontal line test. Horizontal line test means if you draw a horizontal line and if it cuts it twice, it is not 1 to 1, it's many to 1. If it cuts it once, it's 1 to 1. Clearly, this function is many to 1, it's not 1 to 1. But if we delete one part, like the left part or the right part, it will be, in this case, 1 to 1. So if you delete the left part like this, in this case, the domain will be this, greater or equal -2, because here you have -2. And if you delete the other part, the right part, the domain will be less or equal -2. And these are the answers. Number 12 now. Now, which of the following is true about relation R? Select the 2 correct options. It's not a 1-to-1 relation. First of all, let's see. The graph of this relation is like this. Of course, here you have 4. So clearly it's not 1-to-1 function because it doesn't pass horizontal line test. If you draw a horizontal line, it cuts it twice. So it's not 1-to-1. So it's not 1-to-1 relation because opposite values of x have same image. Yes, this is correct, because if you have here -1 and +1 and -1, both will have the same image, which is 7. So this option is correct. It's not a 1-to-1 function, no, because r0 equals 0. No, this is incorrect. It does not represent a function. No, it represents a function because it passes the vertical line test. So if you draw a vertical line, it cuts it once, so it is a function. So this is also incorrect. Let's see other options. It is a 1-to-1 relation because the domain is the set of all real numbers. It's not 1-to-1. It's incorrect. It does not represent a function because opposite values of x have same image. It's incorrect. It is a function. It represents a function because each value of x in the domain has one image in the range. This is also correct. So these are the 2 options you have to choose. Number 13. Consider the function. Pick the steps that can be used to prove that fx is an odd function. Now, to prove that fx is an odd function, you have the formula. f of negative x, it must equal negative f of x. If this is satisfied, it's an odd function. So to do that, I need to do what? I need to replace negative x here. So f of negative x equal 5 times negative x minus 4 over negative x. So if you see this option, you have to choose it. And if you see this option, you have to choose it. And then f of negative x is equal to negative 5x plus 4 over x. And if you see this option, you have to choose it. And this is what you have to choose. So let's see. So this option is correct, and this option is correct, and this option is correct. These are the three options. Instead this one, because this is the rule for the odd function. Number 14. Which of the following are even functions? To check for even function, you should choose any number and then find h of, for example, 1, h of 1, find the answer, then h of minus 1, find the answer. If these answers are the same, it is an even function. So let's check here. If you plug 1 here or minus 1, you get same answer, so this is correct. If you plug 1 here or minus 1, you get same answer, so this is correct. If you plug 1 here and minus 1, so this is correct. If you try the other options, you will find that they are different. So these are the even functions. Number 15. Consider the function g defined by gx equal negative x 2x plus 5. Which of the following statements is true? Select all, apply. If the GA equal GB implies G does not equal B. So here we have to check this. Clearly this is incorrect. G is many to 1. No, G is 1 to 1. There exists A and B such that A does not equal B such that the images are equal. This is incorrect. G is not 1 to 1. This is also incorrect. Let's see other options. G is 1 to 1. Yes, it's 1 to 1. And if A equal B, this implies GA equal GB. This is correct. Here we have to find the arc, measure of arc X. So let's see what you have to do. I will connect this. Then I can find this angle because it's half the arc. Half the measure of the arc is 65. So here's 65. Then I add 65 plus 70. Then subtract from 180. 65 plus 70 is 135. Then I do 180 minus 135, 45. So this angle here is 45 multiplied by 2, x equal 45 times 2, because it's opposite to the arc. This angle is opposite to the arc. It's half the arc. So the arc must be 90. Number 17. We have to find measure of the arc y. This is isosceles triangle and this angle is at circumference 68. Triangle is isosceles triangle, so 68 here. Add 68 plus 68, subtract from 180, you get angle A. Multiply A by 2, you get y. Number 18. This is repeated. Number 19. Okay, here you have to find the value of x. First step, let me connect this side radius and this radius. This 90 and this is 90 because tangent radius are perpendicular. In this case, this angle would be 2x because angle at center twice angle at circumference. Now in this quadrilateral ACBO, you can do sum of angles is 360. 2x plus 70 plus 90 plus 90 equals 360. Then you solve for x. So this is very easy. Number 20 now. X equals 75 directly. Number 21. Find the value of X. So here OAC is X. So OAC means we have to find this angle here. Okay, to do that, let us find first, let's benefit from 130. So this arc here is twice the angle. This arc here is twice the angle, and the central angle here is twice B, which is 260. 260 means here you have 100. And if this is 100, because the total circle is 360, so this means here you have 50, here you have 40, and here you have 40. So the answer is 40. Number 22. Here you can say directly 6x equal 48, because these two angles are angles at circumference sharing same arc, which means x must be 8. Number 23. Here we have to find the measure of arc x. So let me connect now this to this. Here this is 25 and this is 110, because you have linear pair. This means W will be 45. So W is 45. This means the arc will be 45 times 2, which is 90. Last one, number 24. Select the graph that represents one-to-one function. For a function to be one-to-one, it should pass horizontal line test. So let's see which one will pass horizontal line test. This, whenever you draw a horizontal line, it cuts it once. So this is one-to-one. And here, whenever you draw a horizontal line, it cuts it once. So this is one-to-one. While other functions, if you draw a horizontal line, for example here, it cuts it 3 times. Here, it cuts it twice. It's not one-to-one. Here, it cuts it twice. It's not one-to-one. Here, it cuts it twice. It's not one-to-one. So if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel so that you can have any new video, you can have it seen as much as I'm sending it to you on my channel. Thank you very much indeed.